Why, hello there, friends. Welcome to another round of Modern. It's Dylan from Alternate Universes, and on the left we have Christian Fuller, whose name I spelled wrong. There's two L's in his last name, playing Endo Titan. And on the right we have Nick Urban playing just another Breach deck. This is the blue-red, maybe splash white deck. I actually don't remember if he splashes white in this match at all. But probably the blue-red, with like Nick's usual twist on it. Chalking down to 18 here. Plays a Mishra's Bauble. Going to check the top card of Christian's deck. I'm going to play an Aether Spellbomb and pass the turn. Both of these players very comfortable with their decks. Nick has been playing blue-red stuff forever. Browse is kind of his go-to jam. And Christian plays a lot of Amulet Titan. He is one of the Amulet players at our shop. There used to be more of us. Now there's only a couple. Fetching here. And down to 17. Christian was a little bit of a slow start. Going Cavern of Souls, probably naming Giant. Playing Urza Saga. Here's a Ledger Shredder. Just gonna pass the turn. I wonder if Nick had the Bauble before, or if he had the Shredder while he had the Bauble. Because he's Slayer Stronghold from Christian. Playing a Dryad of the Elysian Grove. Cavern definitely named Nymph and or Dryad then. He plays Celestian Sanctuary, picking up that Cavern of Souls. We love our Karoo lands in this household. Now, if Christian does have another Karoo land, he will be able to play Private Titan next turn. We'll float a mana off the Urza Saga, pop it for its ability, go get Amulet of Vigor, and then he has 3 mana. I'm trying to not count the Slayer Stronghold in the equation here. Yeah, because if he just goes bounce land twice, he has 6. And then he's good. He can even leave the white floating from the Celestian Sanctuary. This is assuming he has a... 1 has a Pact/Titan, and 2 has...
Trigger. I will float a mana.
a bounce land. Yeah, there's Amulet coming out. I see bounce land and a Titan. Nick is, for all intents and purposes...
With the floating mana, I'm going to play another one.
Either Spellbomb. Does it need blue to bounce the guy, or blue to draw the guy? It needs blue to bounce the guy. Yeah, so you just have the floating mana, and you go bounce land.
I'll pick this up.
There's a second Amulet. It doesn't matter anymore. There's the prime time.
Trigger? Yep.
So the playline that I was thinking of was with 1 Amulet. However, with 2, the world is his oyster, you know? He could just go get double Valakut. Double Valakut, and then use them to tap for red-white. Because Dryad of the Elysian Grove is a very good magic card. And then you haste the Titan, attack the Titan. You have 4 lands in play. Just go get 2. You get Vesuva something, and then just point a bunch of damage at Nick's face. I'm
gonna make 6. Pick it up. I'm gonna transmute going down to 3. I'll cast Summoner's Pact.
We could also just play another Titan. That is also just an option.
Got another Titan. I'll make 4. Cast another Titan. Trigger.
The Suba Boris Garrison here makes sense. That way the Vesuva copies the Slayer Stronghold, and then you can give
I'm at
both
the
Titans haste
Vesuva,
individuals.
the Slayer
And +2.
Stronghold. I'm gonna go haste, untap, haste.
Nick did miss
I'm gonna
a
pick up Vesuva.
Knife Trigger. Notably here.
Mood combat.
Going to attack
8,
in.
8.
Not that it really would have
I'm gonna
mattered,
swing
but
2 8s. I have 2 triggers. I'm gonna get Valakut.
here's Malekith. And then insert Bounce Land plus Sunhoon. And one of the Titans will get double striked, and then there's also going to just be a bajillion damage coming in at
So these are going
the
to trigger
Valakiths.
when they come in, and then these, and then this one.
You kind of figured out what you got already.
Yeah, Valakiths are going to kill you, and then I can double strike.
And that'll be game 1 going to Christian, doing Amulet things.
Yeah, once I saw that you Amulet, I was like,
Yeah,
all right.
yeah.
And game 2, right like that, is Bloodstained Mire for Nick. Going to fetch, potentially shock. He said he's going 17. That is a Scheme Vents Commando play, untapped.
Not a monkey, actually.
I wish.
Actually, want to do this main phase, consider.
Sure.
Right.
We did the Bauble Consider play, or the Fetch Consider play. A question though, I was like, why are we main phasing Consider? Nick showed me his hand, and I understood. My man kept a one-lander. But he found the land. He found that Spire Bluff Canal. Don't you worry. And his hand's a banger. I remember looking at his hand, I was like, yeah, no, I understand why you kept this. His hand is just...
Trigger.
His hand is beautiful.
I'll name Elemental. You can go. Telegraphing nothing.
Where's Craig? You don't want to play Mono White Pile again?
I do.
Fetch Mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah, Boreal Grave. Trying to multitask and sleeve card and binder for work.
I wonder what elemental you want to cast.
Risen Reef. Yo. Yo, what if I had my Phyrexian Metamorph? That'd be crazy. Copy Ledger Shredder.
So I guess I still... Ledger Shredder.
There's another Ledger Shredder. We'll be casting a...
Trigger.
Urza's Saga, Connive Triggers.
Oh, what the
Wah,
hell's
wah,
the name of that
wee,
card?
wah.
It bounces something. It's going to bounce the Urza Saga.
Knife triggers are good.
Okay.
I really cannot think of the name of that card. Holy shit. Yeah? Alright.
I might got Construct before it bounces.
We'll get 2
but
connectors.
yeah, it's bounced.
Yo, I'm really over here struggling.
Go ahead.
Triggers. You can go.
Expressive.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm replaying that copy of Urza Saga.
Saga.
Yep.
Trying to remember. I know this stuff in this book. I just like gaslight myself into buying sleeves that I didn't need.
Yeah.
Oh, you're first.
Sure.
Doing some more conniving. Yeah, I really gaslighted myself into buying sleeves I didn't need.
Combat? Okay.
And here, thinking of what we want to do. Those birds are now 3/5s. And Nick has a formidable clock in the air. Christian is a little on the slower side, it looks like. Gonna flash in an endurance here.
no
That
targets.
is what the
I'll
cavern
block
has
one.
named. No effect. We'll be blocking
Yeah, I'll block that.
one of the birds.
17.
Takes damage from the other one, goes down to 17.
17. Pass turn.
Trigger. Amulet.
It's going to tap one for an amulet here.
Trigger untap.
Plays Tolaria West on tap trigger.
You go.
Does pass the turn. Can make a construct. Construct cannot block a flyer, but it can block a Ragavan. And it will push the artifact count to 3, so that it'll stay around 2, which is nice. Assuming, of course, Nick doesn't have interaction. Which is a big assumption. Yeah, Nature's Bobble. Gonna peek, see what he's drawn. Total mana count for Christian right now is 4. And Holy Heat on the Endurance. Climax trigger. I'm so used to saying Surveil trigger after Unholy Heat. Drops another bird to the yard, draws a card. Drops a land. The second one will not get bigger. Will stay the same size that it was. It's still pretty good. It's 3/5. Alright, gonna be attacking in for a bunch of damage here. Grazer very triumphantly jumping right in front of the big bird. And take 3 damage from the medium bird once again.
Dude.
Alright, make a construct.
Trigger.
Christian making another construct here. 3 constructs, not typically something you see from Amulet. Nick graciously finding a construct token for Christian. Grace and poise. We are thinking on the Amulet, or the Urza Saga here. Looks like we're getting a Relic of Progenitus. Puts Relic into play.
Combat.
Sure.
Cracks up the constructs.
5.
Coming in for 10 damage. Nick, I imagine, just makes a construct and puts the Ragavan in front of it,
Okay.
as well as his construct. No real reason to leak damage.
Had to go to 11.
Yep.
Oh, Takes 5, goes to 11. So you have an answer to the untapped construct.
You go.
Christian in need of whatchamacallits here. Lands. That's the whatchamacallit that he needs.
Okay.
There's a pirate spellbomb here.
Have some play tests during the match. Uh-oh. You should get some more cards. Not allowed.
Yeah.
Honorable breach coming out here.
With breach.
Using the
on
floating
stack,
colorless and that mountain.
I will attempt to activate relic version. It is
Going to pop relic in response
to exile graveyard
to
to draw
the
a card.
breach on the stack. Exiling both graveyards, and Christian gets to draw a card.
So on the stack,
Yeah.
here's this one. Heat here, connive.
You have
In
connect.
response to the relic, we're going to unholy heat, get a connive trigger. Shoot down the one construct. That makes sense why we kept the regular man alive now.
Yep.
And then, so,
Sure. This dies.
yep. Combat?
Yeah.
So, 5, 4, 2.
Attacking in for 5, 9, 11 damage,
Five,
putting Christian
4.
right into bolt range at 3.
2 is 11. I'm at 3.
Treasure?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Summoner's Pact. You can search for a green creature if you want it.
Can't die to the pirate spellbomb though, and that's a win.
Pass turn. Breach dies. Yes.
Yeah, breach dies. Untap.
I thought that a Borgers was a fatal push for some reason, and I was gonna be so confused. Like that's not a real thing. We're not playing fatal push. It would kill a bird here though. So.
Yeah. Need to bounce land.
Alright, Christian, you got to scoop it up. Game 2 going to Nick, and we'll be right back in just a second with Game 3. Boom. Would you look at that? There's a Besaju into an amulet.
Mountain 19.
It's going to fetch shock here. Nope, just getting a mountain. Going to cast a copy of Shattering Spring and killing that amulet.
Don't let the truth get in the way of a good story. That's what I always say. There's a guy that I got some.
Screen.
It's dead.
Pass turn.
It didn't matter to us. I said something about my team. It was just like something from RE that wasn't in the conversation. And I would put like, I knew the details. I was just like, none of that's true, Rich. And he just, with a straight face, basically was
You're up.
good storyline.
Chalk.
Yep.
17.
Yep.
Alright, 2 mana.
Yes, sir.
Ledger Shredder.
Bauble Connive.
Got the bauble.
sir.
We're going to connive here.
I'll bauble you. Pass turn. Bauble turn.
Permanent type, fat.
I'll name Giant.
There's a cavern
I'll cast a Dryad.
and a dryad.
Play Saga. I'll pass.
I'll say the nice thing, I guess, playing against this version of Breach as Titan. When you see Giganta, you know they're not playing Counterspell. They could be playing something else, like Mana Leak. I haven't seen it in any lists. But hey, they could, in theory. Ask you if you want to pay 3 mana.
Expressive.
Oh, really?
I'm not sure. Maybe it's a long. No, it's definitely not a big one.
Because it was on the card they spoiled, so I think ours in that set. It was like a reminder to
Got you at 15.
15.
Well, it's the same thing they did. It's the same thing they did with Goy when they played
Mercy.
Okay. Yeah.
That was during my hiatus when Boy came out with the future site. I don't
Goy referenced Planeswalker even though there were no Planeswalkers.
Alright, connive trigger.
Yeah.
Go for 2.
Okay.
Taking the air for 2 here.
18.
Yep.
Pass turn.
And you're missing it? No, you have.
Artifact,
You got it.
instant store,
Yep.
3 land. Yep.
Yeah, that's during my like 900 minus from Magic.
Yeah, it's
Just my little break right now.
yeah, when Goy listed it, all the types that were available. They included Planeswalker, even though those Planeswalker, they got out of Planeswalker.
For some reason I thought Trident was like giving away no Planeswalker. I don't know why. I just have like no, all of like middle Magic.
It's like on 2.
I have like no fucking clue what sets are out left. No clue.
Combat. 2.
Taxing for 2 dry. Nick,
13.
suspecting debauchery, decides to not block, which makes sense, as Christian could activate Slayer's Stronghold to buff the Dryad to have it kill the Dragon's Rage family. Sentences that don't get said very often.
Copy the Saga.
Right, receive it as a copy of something.
Get absolutely obliterated by.
I almost said that it was rough that Christian doesn't have more green mana besides the Beseiju, but he has all of the green mana because Dryad of the Elysian Grove.
No, yeah.
Static ability
Okay,
providing
okay,
new effects to
okay.
those lands, meaning they can tap for any basic land type.
But that's not combat damage, though, right? That's just like damage to the extra players. What if they have like triple because they go out there and train a little bit.
Yeah.
Redder.
Shredders are
2
good.
mana, Ledger Shredder number 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Consider. I'm going to do
Going to play a
Surveil
Consider here. Going to have a
Connive.
Surveil trigger and 2 Connives, meaning we're going to look at 5 potential cards.
Surveil, Connive. Connive.
Up to 5 cards.
Consider.
Yeah. 6.
Attacks in for 6 here.
12.
I imagine Nick has Delirium. Yeah. The likelihood that that man does not have Delirium is so low. Look how big that graveyard is. And we know there's a Urza Saga and an instant in there at the very least.
Big construct.
Alright, make it a construct. That is a bauble too, so yeah, definitely Delirious. In like 50 different ways, probably.
Here.
There was another one that when it attacked, I forget exactly how it was. But something like when it attacks, if it destroys the transformer's attack, then deal the excess damage. Or destroy another transformer.
I will float here.
Alright, pop the Urza Saga.
The problem is you only had 25 points for it.
1 mana floating. That's 5 accessible mana right now.
They got Cosmos, the guy who does the extra stuff, the extra destroy effect, was like at 12, and Grimlock was I think at 13, so if you did those things, you get those two.
That's like it. Yeah, I have no clue. Never played the game.
Alright, goes and gets Relic of Progenitus. Couldn't really make out what's in Christian's hand.
The main problem with that is Astro did not do anything as quickly with the competitive environment.
This one goes up.
There was no organized play.
I'm gonna sack the relic with floating mana.
They actually said, we want this to evolve.
Pops the Relic to draw a card.
So we're not gonna like revoke formats or
I can't see if he has Titan. That's the thing. That's funny. He drew the bog off the Relic.
LOL. I'll target you.
Because if he has Titan, he could have just got Amulet. Gone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Play second Besage me, sack the first one.
I'll pump it.
Is the Slayer's Drunkle play? That'll be killing a bird.
+2/+0 vigilance and haste.
Yeah, if Christian is without Titan in hand, then it's all for naught. Could very well also just not be wanting to expose Titan/Dryad to Unholy Heat, but
You're up.
yeah, expressive duration, so Bell trigger.
Yep.
I imagine with both Channeler and Shredder on the board, Nick will be able to find Delirium very quickly. These cards are filtering monsters.
And so like there are a bunch of cards that are like, so there's like some sets of cards that can resource types. And so like those from first edition can be played in the second edition. So it's like a small set of
Here, I'm going to surveil then connive.
Surveil and
Right,
connive.
Unholy Heat going to connive and then, or surveil then connive. Leaves a card on top, draws it. Discard Saga. This will give Delirium, doing 6 damage to Dryad, it looks like.
because it's like actually a fun game.
Can't tell.
Yeah. So like the people that like buy a box of David Kraken play or whatever, like they don't want to
Christian does have an endurance. Yeah, it's doing 6.
I will attempt to pitch cast.
Going to flash endurance in, evoking by pitching a card that I cannot see. Force of Vigor. So we'll bottom deck Nick's graveyard. If it resolves. Big if.
Okay. I'm gonna target you.
Yeah, Nick's yard shuffled away. Unholy Heat only doing 2 damage to them.
go to the mana thing and just like write insults on them with a sharp.
Yep, that resolves. Yep.
Cards.
Alright, let's just
Mountain is land for turn. Plays out a Ragavan here. Passes.
This trigger.
Alright, there's a saga. Going to have a trigger to go to 3 here. Interesting to see if Christian makes another dude. Or if he just floats the mana.
Get 3 in hand.
Green hand.
I'll make it good.
Alright, makes a friend. Pops the Vesuva Saga.
I am going to fetch and crack an expedition map. And I will get this.
Gets a map, cracks the map, gets a Simic Growth Chamber here.
I will name Giants.
Surprise, surprise.
Surprise, surprise indeed.
Plays Cavern.
And your
Games
guys.
probably Giant.
I'll pass.
Just gonna pass the turn. I wonder if Christian has Titan in hand.
Iteration, surveil.
Looks like another expressive iteration. Such a good card.
I'll bolt you, surveil connive.
There's a lightning bolt. Knife is going to drop a consider into the yard. Bolt has resolved.
So instant land, enchantment, sorcery.
I don't know if I'm at the table to update life totals
I will
at this
go
point.
to combat.
Yeah.
Might have had to run somewhere.
4 and 3.
2.
Sure.
Pass turn.
Some respect.
Pack results.
I like the cigarette emoji.
There's a pack 4 Primeval Titan.
Yeah, so that's fine for me to do as long as
that's what I said. Like, me, must do it here, or I thought you were going to one.
I'll make time whenever you're available. I don't have response to your phone. I
thought he was at 12.
don't know if you want that.
Guess I'll go for Rogue here. Knife trigger?
I see
Yeah,
its amulet coming up here. Going to knife trigger, draw card.
One of the weekends.
I'm all for 87.
Oh, okay. So you can just
Amulet.
Results.
I'm
Sage
on Friday.
Legend Rule.
So we just
Titan.
rope someone in who
Titan results.
either
Trigger.
wants to play part of the decks I build or build their own. I would just build a show of decks that I would
I think we're debating on what we want to do here with prime time.
Well, I want to play Contract.
It's a 3-mana cast battle, first in their end step. I think at one point it's a few return Shard.
Veteran Rock Priest is messed up and is going to completely redefine his out. I would have pre-ordered 4 copies already, but they're pre-ordering for like $10 and I would get the whole set. So it's like that tax. Like, I'll order them for $10 or $2.
Ryan was just like, oh, I have a Gemstone Cavern in my opening hand. I win.
I play the flat like artically. It's pretty.
I played with it for the first time ever tonight. I opened it since the second game. I was not impressed. No, the 4-color blue white control deck. It's like blue white control splashing 6.
This right?
Figuring out what we want to do here with the trigger.
It's that literally Zach Allen's list from MRG.
All the cards I need to
Christian is at 2.
Something else in this set. I'll play the fuck out of that. I'm like looking at my collection, I'm like, I can't believe I don't have it was figured out of it. I literally have like every magic card worth playing.
Ay, caramba.
Well, sounds like you don't have every magic card worth
I don't know if I can beat absolutely everything. I'm half fucking two.
Doesn't have the immediate, like, obvious targets in deck to grab. He cannot grab Slayer Stronghold. It's in play. Cannot grab Vesuva to copy the Slayer Stronghold that's in play. His Vesuva's in the yard. And Pytan. No, not exiled. It's not exiled by this point.
Don't know how much it matters.
So it could just be go get 2 Valakits and let it rip.
I don't like playing quickly on the control deck because I play quickly. I don't like playing quickly on the control deck and celebrating time because my opponent takes forever. And then they're like, well, so I was playing against control. I'm like, fuck you, I play fast.
I can't play control hard. So I got tiny tournaments. I'm gonna cash out and then I'll get ready.
If he hasn't made his second land drop return yet, he can do, which I think is what he's doing, is Boros Garrison, pick up the Slayer Stronghold, replay the Stronghold.
I'm gonna point him at your face, and then I have a bounce land trigger.
It is at this point, though, that if Nick has interaction for either Dryad or Titan, he should do it now. Bouncing the Dryad in response to the Valakut triggers here will prevent Christian from making another land drop. Well, I guess not exactly. He could, in response to the spell, tap Valakut for green, then tap the Boros Garrison, replay Dryad.
And bounce land trigger, obviously.
And then get an additional land drop, but
No. They have a lot of cards, and like the players are really good. They're usually like students at those tournaments, which are really good. And one of my favorite caps, but I just don't really, man. Like the people playing kind of suck.
I don't even like going to the city.
How many land drops do you have left?
One.
One land drop.
I like going there to like play Magic.
I have my
both players doing the math to try and see if the other one dies.
Yeah, I think I missed some of the I think I missed a shock. Yeah, I got 11. I think the shock. Yeah.
I'm assuming I counted it correctly.
Yeah.
and I only killed with breach combo once.
One card. I will let the triggers resolve, and I will go to 5.
I will pick up the Slayer's Stronghold with the Boris Garrison.
Okay.
I will play the Slayer's Stronghold. I have a Valakut trigger. And I'm going to point it. I fucking should have picked up the Now I still lose the bounce thing. Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah. So I got you at 5 after the shots. I'm going to point at you again. The Valakut trigger. I'm playing the
I have
Slayer's
your
Stronghold.
directions for Valakut's. Yeah, I think we're just doing the math. Okay.
Okay, you're good. I completely just like didn't remember I could attack with things. That's why I was sitting here thinking, what's up?
Oh, you mean with the constructs?
Yeah, but I was like, how am I? Because I was like, you block, but no, I think we're okay.
Yeah, actually, I was thinking the same thing. I wonder.
Yeah.
Actually, this is really dumb. This is like mind blowing. Some people are trying to get this out before, which I'm going to do it. I don't give a fuck. One of the rules
lose now?
that a lot of people have is you can't make spike plays. Spike plays. So if we're playing a game and I do something that shuts off your deck, if Leland is the biggest threat and you do something,
Yeah, I should have bounced the Dryad, shouldn't I?
Well, so I was trying to play around that because like if you bounce the Dryad, it definitely
There
would.
it is, the bounce spell. I think we've
So if you bounce the Dryad,
figured out a world
I
though where
just
Nick dies every time.
Float the.
Once you're able to make that second land drop. Because if you bounce the Dryad, the Titan gets hasted.
that would-
If
you
you bounce the
would've
Titan,
died.
you die the Valakut trigger.
Yeah.
ETB.
And then the
If
straight
there's
attackers on the
no
board.
Valakut
Yeah.
triggers.
Yeah. You would have died. I didn't think that I could play around the.
The whole thing is a spike.
Yeah, because I wasn't really thinking too much. I was thinking
Yeah.
the Titan bouncing the Titan.
Yeah.
Because I should have bounced the. Because I guess if I let that trigger resolve, I go to 2.
Yeah.
And then
then
I
I
bounce.
just, like,
And then you
pause.
do that. I bounce the
Yeah.
Titan. I block 2 of them. One of them kills me.
Yeah.
If I bounce the Dryad, the Titan gets too big and kills me still anyway. I think. Right? Because you give it +2.
Plus vigilance and ace.
And then you grab
Yeah.
double strike.
Whatever.
I think both players are just talking it through at this point.
I mean, sure, for the heck of it.
Yeah.
We're trying to start.
I'll go to 4.
Bounce the
Dryad, surveil.
Yeah. Yeah, give him haste.
Alright, haste the Titan.
Etc. Swing, trigger.
Attacks into the squad.
And then I'm just gonna get. I think it actually just got a Valakut.
And we'll have the ability to replay the Dryad in the off chance that Nick is still alive at the end of the combat.
4.
Yes.
And this is 8. I can block 4 of it, so I take. Yeah, so I die no matter what.
Yeah.
Yes, I should have bounced the Dryad.
Yeah. I think that was the only. Yeah, I think that.
Yep, that'll be game
I was
3
kinda
going to
just
Crispin on Amulet Titan
I
over
think I can play around the
Izzet Breach. Thank you for watching, folks, and have a great rest of your day.
No, the constructs factored into it.
Yeah.
Like,